championship, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Oklahoma State's offense has the ball first today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all of the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win, so it'll be a fun individual matchup.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield, it's Wynn. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. He'll do it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Now the toss. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
The Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Lost the fire on second down. He's got him. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. On target. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. The play-action fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance.
There he goes. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Dropping back, it's Wynn. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Working that left side. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first. back to throw. It's Wynn. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, there the free safety shows you his coverage ability in man-to-man. He was locked in with his guy, and he was able to knock that ball away.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Here comes the heat. Moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the first down.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown LSU. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 11 over Arkansas State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Pulls and fires complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Wynn. Finds his big tight end. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. This will be his 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. The screen, and watch out. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. To the air on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Up now, here's second and long. They'll ride Davis here. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going for it all. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the Cowboys come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Makes the grab over the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Back to throw, it's Wynn. He's got the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Cowboys will hustle to the line. Wants to throw again. It's complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Punts it out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Offense lining up quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Cowboys will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Runs through the tackle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Off the play fake. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, LSU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You cannot say enough about this quarterback's toughness on that one. Staring downfield, knowing he's going to get absolutely blasted by the defender, and still somehow able to deliver an accurate throw way down the field. It just does not get any better than that from the quarterback position.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Back to throw, it's Wynn. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB threw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Takes it on the return. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Looking to throw, it's Wynn. Snagged out of the air. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Trying to hit him with the quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And you want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
To the air, it's Wynn. Got the back over the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
Right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. They're trailing by 13 to Minnesota. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll run this play from the pistol. Back to the ground game on the left. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Let's go. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And he'll be brought down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Looking to throw, it's Wynn. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
He'll pull it down and run. Took care of it himself. And how about that run? A huge gain and a slide at the end.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good.
Breaks into the open. The spin, still on his feet. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Lets it go to the end zone. Big fella moving. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Cowboys are threatening on first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Wynn. Finds his man in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wants to keep it in the air. Bringing the heat. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the fourth and goal.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And another big play by this offense. And if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Second down coming up. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Dances away to buy time. And into the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Got his man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cowboys are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The give on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Slips through the line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start the season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
To the air, it's Wynn. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down. And this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Handoff to the lone back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.